To the Society of Kenya. Well, Richard Pirivinu Santa, I want to start with a very simple question. What are some of the long-lasting solutions the government can employ to ensure that corruption has just come to the end in the country? Well, a very good evening and of course a warm welcome at Pirivinu Santa. My name is Kimondo. It's another splendid night. Well, tonight we expect more from different fields, stories with different tastes and angles. But right now, let me give you the platform. We'll be starting with the Twitter platform being at Kimondo, the Twitter platform giving alternative ways. You can also get us through our YouTube page at PTV Broadcast. Well, the Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua wants politics banned in funerals. He says that some of those who politic in funerals hardly know the bereaved family. Our very own reporter Hassan Austin opens our bulletin tonight with that report.
Leaders who take advantage of funeral gatherings to peddle politics should be barred from speaking in such occasions, Maendeleo Chap Party leader Alfred Mutua said. Mutua says the widespread culture among a section of political class in the country has no place in modern civilization and should therefore be done away with.
Na mimi nauliza wa Kenya siku hizi, ikiwa mtu wa siasa amekuja kwa mazishi na ameanza kuongea mambo ya siasa, kutukana watu, kuleta siasa pande nane, nyinyi kama wananchi kataeni, chukueni hiyo microphone kwa nguvu, mwambie wende uwe mtu wako akufe ukaongea kwa mazishi yake. Wachana huyu wetu.
To ask Kenyans to reject such leaders whose anger for identity and fame, he says, blind them to the reality at hand.
Taka viongozi wakiongea, wanaongea maendeleo, wanaongea sera nzuri. Sio kiongozi mtu mzima anasimama hapo anaenda kutafuta mazishi, anangojea mtu akufe hata amfahamu, ndio sasa watu wakikusanyika ndio waende hapo, kwa sababu yeye hawezi kujikusanyia watu. Anangojea mtu akufe amkusanyie watu ndio aende hapo awatukane watu wengine, aongee siasa. Hilo ni jambo mbaya, jambo ambalo halina hata heshima hata kidogo. Na naomba wananchi tupinge mambo kama hayo. Tukue ni watu ambao tunamwabudu Mwenyezi Mungu na tunampa heshima ambayo inafaa.
He spoke outside a popular restaurant in Machakos town after joining patrons for tea and mandazi. Reporting for PTV, my name is Hassan Ali Hussein.
Well, on to our developing stories tonight. I think a court has remanded the Kiambu County Assembly lawmaker of a deputy president graffiti on his vehicle while Julius Macharia, the retired ward MCA, was arrested on Monday alongside his driver George Ngugi Kiari. Purity Pando has more.
Loyalty is pledged to the president, who is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. But what exactly happens when citizens take a U-turn on this? A Thika court has remanded a Kiambu County Assembly lawmaker of a graffiti of Deputy President William Ruto on his vehicle. Witeithi Ward MCA Julius Macharia was arrested on Monday alongside his driver George Ngugi, with their vehicle displaying a portrait of the Deputy President in full military regalia, depicting him as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Kenya.
Subsection 4 of the National Flag, Emblems and the Names Act, Cap 99, Laws of Kenya. Pictorial images of the national flag of Kenya, coat of arms.
The vehicle also had graphics of the coat of arms and the national flag of Kenya. The duo appeared before Thika resident magistrate Kianya Nyamori on Tuesday when the investigation officer Chief Inspector George Muriuki indicated that he was investigating the case of improper use of emblems and names. The Chief Inspector made an application to hold the respondents in the matter for 5 days in order to complete investigations. Purity Pendo reporting for PTV.
Well, also allow me to cross over to Machakos County. Well, Shalom Community Hospital in Machakos, which has been closed after the death of a baby, has been reopened after inspection by a team from the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentist Board. Well, the team was satisfied with the measures that the hospital had put in place to improve the standards. Let's take a look. After the great downfall, now it has massively risen again. Gates of Shalom Community Hospital flew open on Tuesday barely a month after an immediate shutdown by authorities following the mysterious death of a newborn baby who was injected with a lethal jab.
We give them a time frame of 30 minutes.
Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board was up to the opening of the facility after a vivid inspection that was led by Daniel Yumba, the Chief Executive Officer. Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board, in conjunction with Machakos government on 6th of May 2019, admonished all operation and business licenses in the same hospital after it came into light that Ethan, a new son to Jonathan Mutisa, a KBC correspondent, was injected with an overdose of morphine.
We are going to ensure that that is observed. When the patients start trickling back, Daktari with our team, they'll come back to ensure that quality standards are adhered to. The other thing I want to mention to Machakos residents and Kenyans at large is health is a partnership between public, of course the policy makers, who is the Ministry of Health, national government, county governments because it's devolved, and then public, private and faith-based health facilities.
The same team of investigators, driven by Professor Frederick, revealed that the injection was administered by a quack nurse who is a community health worker who was working in the name of patient attendant.
So in this, today is a happy occasion for Shalom Hospital. I'm sure you may have been here last time and you know why this hospital was temporarily closed and the issue of that went down for the child that passed on. And the board, as a regulatory body, together with the other boards, that the Nursing Council, the Pharmacy and Poisons Board, we have all the other regulatory boards, we got together and came and inspected and did give recommendations and asked them to do certain things. And now we have come back today to inspect.
Even up to now, 3 suspects are in court over the Ethan's mysterious death, likewise to other manslaughter charges. Even up to now, 3 suspects are in court over Ethan's mysterious death, likewise to other manslaughter charges. Mark Kimondo for PTV. Well, thank you very much. It's exactly 8:10 p.m. Now we'll be taking our first short commercial break right here at PTV News Center. But before that, allow me to cross over and bring you back to the BQ of the day, of the night rather. I asked you which is some of the long-lasting solutions the government can implement to ensure that corruption has just come to the end of the country rather. And trying to look at some of the tweets that you guys have tried to tweet. Somebody by the name Nancy Kihogi is saying that any person involved in any corruption case should face the law. Well, I think we've been talking too much with no action. It's about we fight corruption from the root. I will be going with some of the tweet that you guys will be tweeting at our social media platform, the Twitter handle being at Kimondo. Just go ahead and talk to us. Your information is so valid to us. Now we'll be taking our first short commercial break coming up. We still have a lot for you. Keep it right here.
Usikwame hapa. Get the confidence to lipa na M-Pesa and send money hata kama balance yako ni insufficient. Just dial *234# to join Fuliza. Now, when your balance is insufficient, you will get a prompt to Fuliza and instantly complete your transaction. Just select yes, enter your PIN, and voila! Transaction complete. And repayment is automatic as soon as more funds enter your M-Pesa wallet.
Well, the Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua's wife Lilian Nganga has called on the national government to implement basic education amended bill that will see all schools girls receive free sanitary towels. She said that the issue can't be ignored because not all girls can afford to buy sanitary towels. Someone who joined interrogates more on this.
Machakos County First Lady Mrs. Lilian Nganga has called on the national government to implement the Basic Education Amendment Bill that will see all school-going girls receive free sanitary towels from the government. The First Lady expressed concern that since the signing of the bill in 2017, the rollout has not taken place and girls continue to miss school during their period days. Speaking at Masaani Girls High School in Machakos County during a mentorship session, the First Lady also encouraged the girls to focus on their studies and remain committed to building a good future for themselves by rejecting peer pressure, comparing themselves with each other, and to avoid negative thoughts like suicide, which is not a solution to a problem but an escape.
Be happy. Sawa sawa. Somebody asked about committing suicide. Why would you want to commit suicide? Why? Do not ever think about committing suicide. Sawa sawa. Even if life imeharibika, do not ever think about committing suicide. Sawa sawa. Mindset. Always be happy. Life is like this. You're happy, you're sad, things are up, things are down, but mindset is everything. Sawa sawa. Be happy always. Be good to other people, and do unto others what you want done unto you. I wish you girls the very, very best, and I hope to see you guys in the future looking your very best. Again, who runs the world?
She also challenged them to pursue their goal as strong women of the future, because the female gender is coming up as a formidable force across all sectors in the world. Reporting for PTV, my name is Samuel Ojwang.
Well, thank you very much, Samuel Ojwang, for that beautiful report. Well, trying to see the government is trying to establish such an important logistic that will favor both genders. At this particular time, we understand that the government want to make the girl child maybe booming the way of life. Elsewhere, following the recent claims that the AMISON will draw the services from Somalia, the government rather is putting some efforts to recruit more than 300 officers, which commenced on 28th May this year. The recruitment is aimed at securing the main supply routes from the terror group like Al-Shabaab, so as to make the movement of goods and services. Zabla Mashara has done a follow-up on this story.
The recruitment of 300 police officers commenced yesterday with an intensive training at Johor Police Station in an effort to establish a formidable force in Shabelle State. The ceremony was attended by the Deputy President of Shabelle State, Ali Abdullahi, Governor of the Middle Shabelle Region, Ahmed Mukaran, and Major Osman Afa, among other officials from the AMISOM. The training for the second batch of police recruits has commenced, where the exercise will take 3 months, and the aim is to graduate professional police officers who will be able to secure and protect Shabelle State in accordance with the international accepted policing standard APP. The first bunch comprising of 200 police officers graduated this year and were deployed to various parts of the region to maintain law and order. Speaking at the same function, Mr. Hussein urged the recruits to maintain the highest level of discipline and ensure they complete the training ahead of the deployment to various parts of the police station.
The aim is for us to graduate professional police officers for the Shabelle State that will be able to protect and also to protect and police the state with the international accepted standards. That is our mission, and also we ensure that the graduates will be able to protect the main supplier roads from the insurgents or the Al-Shabaab and other disgruntled farers.
Mr. Amuna also spoke in the launch, reiterating that securing of the main supply routes from the terror groups like Al-Shabaab will ease the movement of goods and services. Zabla Masharia, 4PTV, Nairobi.
Quite a great follow-up from Zabla Mashara, of course, our investigative reporter right here at PTV News Center. Well, somebody said that once a soldier. Let me just shut up at that point. The Water Resources Authorities has expressed its concerns over massive pollution and water abstraction around the Lake Naivasha. The authorities warned that the lake was destined for doom in the ongoing abstraction of water by farmers, hotel and private individuals was not contained. Yudikos Gay has the very latest.
The Water Resources Authority has expressed its concern over massive pollution and water obstruction around Lake Naivasha. The authority warned that the lake was destined for doom if the ongoing obstruction of water by farmers, hoteliers and private individuals was not contained. This emerged when the authorities had made an impromptu visit to the various flower farms and private institutions around the troubled water body for a fact-finding mission. During the visit, the authority put on notice all institutions illegally abstracting water from the lake that their days were numbered. Addressing the press, the authority board chairman Joe Mutambo accused some farms of using more than one water pump to draw water from the lake. He noted that as a result, the government was losing millions of shillings due to the illegal connection from the unscrupulous farmers.
If from one pump we are getting almost 100,000 per month, and they have 8. So basically, quick calculation, we are losing almost $1 million per month from one farm. And how many farms are they? In Naivasha, we are supposed to be collecting over $500 million, but we are collecting only 70 million. So all the money is going to waste. We have almost 95% unaccounted.
On pollution, Mutambo said that their investigation had proved that some farms were releasing effluent into the lake, thus threatening its ecosystem. He noted that some of the farms were not treating their toxic waste, adding that this was affecting underground aquifers and the water consumed around Naivasha. Reporting for PTV, my name is Yudia Kosgei.
While you're watching PTV News Santa, now let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Unang'ang'ana na bado unatumaini, uko nasi kila siku, unajikaza juu ya kujiendeleza we, tuko nawe tunasema shukrani, juu ya upendo kila siku unajaribu, shukrani kocho kocho Kenya nzima, una effort ya kusongesha maisha mbele, shukrani kocho kocho Kenya nzima, popote uko raha wajitafutia, shukrani kocho kocho Kenya nzima, wajitahidi jua waweza pika, shukrani kocho kocho Kenya nzima, hata ukihustle bado una connect.
Hello Amina. Mugumis. Shukrani kocho kocho Kenya nzima. Tunakusherehekea. Zaidi ya mamilionea 100 kote nchini. Washindi milioni 5 wa zawadi kote nchini. Weka credo ama tumia M-Pesa kwa nafasi ya kushinda. Tuko nawe kila wakati. Shukrani kocho kocho Kenya nzima.
Well, thank you very much for keeping in touch right here at PTV News Center. Well, tonight, the judiciary has begun rolling out court-annexed mediation in Embu County as an alternative dispute resolution method in civil actions. This comes after the Chief Justice David Maraga gazetted practice directions to guide the rollout of the CAM. James Munjuga has the report.
Members of Court Annex Mediation Task Force led by the High Court Judge Agri Machwele are in the county to carry out launch activities, including engaging internal and external stakeholders such as advocates, court user committee, mediators, county leaders, media, community leader, and the member of the public. This comes after Chief Justice David Maraga gazetted practice direction to guide out the rollout of the CAM to 10 counties, namely Mombasa, Garissa, Embu, Kakamega, Kisii, Eldoret, Kisumu, Nyeri, Nakuru, and Machakos. The mediation, which is billed as an appropriate, faster and co-effective ways of settling dispute, has already been a successful pilot in Nairobi.
A few months we've been rolling out court-annexed mediation in the country, and so this is the next step. We are rolling it out in Embu. Mediation is one of the dispute resolution mechanisms under the new constitution. Under Article 159 of the Constitution, the judiciary is mandated to promote mediation. And mediation is a negotiated settlement of disputes assisted by a mediator, an impartial person who helps litigants come together to discuss their case and reach a solution for themselves.
Said whereas backlog of the cases had reduced in all courts last 3 years. Reporting for PTV in Embu County, I'm James Munjuga.
Well, thank you very much. Those were some of the exclusive reports we had for you this particular night. But right now we'll be crossing over to the world of sports, reminding you that tonight, we expect such a big derby between Arsenal and Chelsea. The Europa League is kicking off right tonight at 10 o'clock. Well, Michael, I don't know which team is supporting, likewise to some of the members of the PTV world. I'm thinking Arsenal will do something great, but alternative is also Chelsea. We have a gentleman by the name Hazard that we cannot predict any longer. Well, in the world of sports, Europa League final 2019, Chelsea versus Arsenal. But rather in the world of sports, Europa League final 2019, Chelsea versus Arsenal. What time will it kick off tonight? What's our prediction? The match will be taking place at Baku Stadium. Chris Post Simeu has more stories on sports. Well, thank you very much. I think some technicalities there were missing sports news, but allow me to cross over and bring you back to the picture of the day. And I asked you, what are some of the long-lasting solutions the government can implement to ensure that corruption has just come to the end of the country? Living in a scandal-based country, I think we're the people who should come up with a resolution, and that's the reason behind I asking you what are some of the long-lasting solutions. Allow me to cross back to the Twitter, and some people tweeted here. Well, starting with Nancy Kihoga, as I told you, allow me to get what Nancy said, that any person involved in corruption case should face the law. And I think we've been taking too much with no action. It's about time we fight corruption from the root. Alternative voice, Lynette Wanza. Well, Lynette Wanza is saying that corrupt cannot fight the corrupt. Such a good one there. Also, we're having some more, where Sydney Valkan is saying also that the corrupt cannot fight the corrupt. Also, I think trying to look on the prediction that people are just saying is that corrupt cannot fight the corrupt. Well, that's a very good one from anybody who just tried to tweet through our social media platform. Thank you for keeping it in touch, and thank you for your valid company. Till next time, my name is Mark Kimondo. Think we can just make it right next week, as this is the best programming industry. Chill up for Zabla Mashari, the most well reports.